Hello everybody, and let me welcome you to Stadium Royale. This is the first pay-per-view or free premium live event hosted by Championship Wrestling Series of 2024. I want to say thank you all for joining us. As always, I am your host, the voice of CWS, Bullet Von Awesome, also known as BVA. And for our opening contest, it is for the CWS Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. And introducing first, the challenger. He is a former Light Heavyweight Champion of CWS himself. This is Dr. Dermatology. Dr. Dermatology is here, folks, and he is looking to reclaim what he lost back at the Masquerade Brawl late in 2023. The Doctor is still angry about his loss. He was previously undefeated, and he entered into a match where people have claimed he might have taken his opponent a little bit too lightly when he faced Hardy Boy for that Light Heavyweight Championship. He was defending against Hardy Boy, and out of nowhere, Hardy beat Dr. Dermatology for that championship. Hardy held that title until he faced his own brother in a ladder match, and he lost that championship title at the Violent Night pay-per-view to his brother Dudley Boy. That's right, folks, the brothers Boy faced off on pay-per-view, and look at this, it didn't harm their relationship too much, folks, because on his way to the ring, escorted to the ring by his own brother Hardy, let me introduce you to the current reigning and defending Light Heavyweight Champion of CWS. This is Dudley Boy. You were with us live to tape, folks, here at the Stadium Royale. I want to say thank you very much for joining us, Stadium Royale. Join us every Tuesday on YouTube for Tombstone TV. And once a month we will come to you with a live to tape premium event. This is for the CWS Light Heavyweight Championship, folks. Singles matchup. February's event coming up next month will be Fight at the Opera 2. The first returning PLE for Championship Wrestling Series. That's right, folks. Fight at the Opera will be in February. Please join us for that. Let's see what the path to Fight at the Opera looks like. But first, with the whole of the Stadium Royale to enjoy. And look at this kid. Look at the show-off himself, Dudley Boy, holding that championship close. He has no intention of losing that strap. That means so much to him. He had to push his own brother off the top of a ladder to help claim this championship. He is not going to want to lose it to the Doctor. The Doctor wants to become the first two-time Light Heavyweight Champion. CWS, let's see what happens when these guys collide. And the referee has rung a bell. This thing is on. The Doctor, oh my god, big back suplex there, taking Dudley Boy down. Hardy Boy on the outside has to watch as his brother eats a load of rights and lefts, and again another back suplex, taking Dudley down to the mat. Referee watching on, and this big open hand slap, but Dudley catches the leg and follows through by taking the Doctor down. And now look at this, he waited for him to get up, only to take him back down with the Hurricane Rana, and the Doctor has to slide to the outside. Took a moment there, a breather, and this springboard from Dudley. He's connected with the head scissors and an airplane spin, and he's taking that Doctor down. The fans are loving seeing the defending champion defend with such vigor. Look at this, a little homage there to a legend. Dudley Boy with some taunts and a standing shooting star, but it's too early in the matchup for that. The Doctor was able to get his knees up. And now the Doctor with a reverse. So look at this, taking Dudley Boy down. Dr. Dermatology. There's something sinister about the good Doctor. He likes to say he learned how to heal, so he knows how to hurt. The Doctor now measuring Dudley in the corner, and Dudley, quick as a whip, evades him, gets out of the way, and answers back with a Step up kick, and look at this, double knees to the face. It looks as if the doctor might be lacerated. There's an incision on the doctor's head, and he might need the nurse to take care of that wound later. And look at the Dudley speed here. He's able to twist and turn and drop that DDT, and now wrenching the leg of the doctor. Dudley straight up to the top rope, measuring the doctor, and look at this from the top. Dudley with a top rope splash to the doctor. The doctor fighting back now with a kick to the gut of Dudley. Dudley fighting back with some elbow shots to the doctor's midsection and a kick, but the doctor catches it and drives his elbow into the knee of Dudley, captures him up, and look at this, over the head and dropped again to the flat of the back. Dudley Boy has been dropped on his head multiple times here, and again, this time the doctor has bridged the drop. One, and a kick out at one. The champ's not going down like that. The action is fast-paced here, Championship Wrestling Series. The doctor again is just so strong. And he is manhandling Dudley by, and look at that uppercut to the face. Dudley has to slide now to the outside. The doctor measuring Dudley and comes off the top with some double axes, misses wildly, and yet somehow still gets to Dudley before Dudley gets to the doctor. Take down, talking some trash here. Doctor was saying he wants that championship back. Stamp across the back of Dudley, going for the cover, dead center of the ring, and Dudley forced to kick out at one. That wasn't about getting the pin and the victory there, folks. It was just about tiring Dudley out. Look at this neck breaker, taking Dudley by down. The doctor, right hand captured, right hand, right kick, and look at this, the speed of Dudley. I can't even keep up with the calls. The doctor now rolls through, step through, he's got this leg bar locked in. Dudley taken down. Hardy forced to watch. Is Dudley going to tap out here live on pay-per-view? No, he bites back out with some right hands. The doctor's forced to break that one up. Both men look a bit worse for wear here, folks, but a clothesline from Dudley takes the doctor off his feet. A second, and it goes for a third. Look at this leg whip. Dudley Boy is feeling it right now, folks. We've seen it before out of him. He's measuring the doctor, and here we go, folks. The Special Boy, center of the ring. He's got the legs hooked. The doctor is down. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Dr. Dermot Allergy just kicked out of the move that Dudley keeps putting opponents away with. The Special Boy, and now Dudley, look at this, step up over the top rope and a front flip to the outside, taking the doctor off his feet. I've got the best seats in the house for this, folks. Me and my friends Sean Shaunerson, Carl Briscoe Regan right here beside me, standing shooting star. But the doctor answers, jumps right up, elbow straight to the face of Dudley. Dudley's got to get back into the ring now. Ref's count up to 5, and the head scissors again. Dudley Boy takes Dr. Dermot Allergy down. And look at this, sling blade rolls through and a kick to the face. The doctor eats another standing shooting star, and that's got to be it, folks. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 again. What does Dudley have to do to put the doctor down? The doctor kicks to the midsection, rolls through, and oh my god, folks, out of nowhere, he's got him up for the vertebreaker. The doctor has just hit the vertebreaker on Dudley Boy, and Hardy's forced to watch. 2, and a kick out at 2. Dudley Boy kicks out at 2. Both men kicking out of each other's big finishes. I don't know how much more of this I can take, folks. The doctor gets whipped and steps up and over, bounces from the ropes, ducks Dudley's right hand and answers with another elbow. The doctor taking Dudley down. The doctor is fired up, folks, and he scooped him up again. Look at this package driver. We've got a 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Dudley just kicks out of everything, folks. This match has it all. And again, the doctor quick as a whip back for the vertebreaker. This has to be it. We're looking at a 2-time champ, folks. Dudley Boy, pin center of the ring. 2, 3. That's it, folks. Your winner of our opening bout here at CWS Stadium Royale. We've got a new light heavyweight champ. the Dr. Dermot Allergy is the new champion of the light heavyweight division. Dudley had a great little run there, but sometimes the chase is just about as sweet as it gets. He won 4 back-to-back matches to get the opportunity to fight his own brother on PLE, on free premium event. He did that, folks. He won the championship. No one can take that away from him, and he put up a hell of a fight here tonight. But the Doctor just outmatched Dudley on the night. Take nothing away from the Doctor. The Doctor is your new light heavyweight champion. Please come back, folks, for part 2 of Stadium Royale, where we're going to have much more action on this card. Thanks for joining us so far. Please come back. This is part 2 of the Stadium Royale 2024, folks. Thanks for joining us. This next contest is a 6-person battle royal, winner of which is going to become the number 1 contender for the CWS Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, after qualifying earlier this month, ladies and gentlemen, you know her best. This is El Dorado, and as ever, El Dorado is really hoping to wrap more gold around that waist of hers. El Dorado has a certain interest in gold, and she is hopefully on the road to gold tonight. The rules are simple. All 6 women will start the match. 6 competitors will start the matchup, and the only way to get eliminated is to go over that top rope. The last person surviving in the matchup will become your winner and new number 1 contender for the CWS Women's World Heavyweight Championship, and they will go on to fight at the Opera next month, where they will get to challenge the champion for that title. But the question is going to be, folks, who's going to be the champion by the end of the night? Will it be our current reigning champion, Ren, or will it be her opponent this evening, the Wildcat, Kitty Richards? You're going to have to find out with me, folks. Stay tuned. We'll find out together. Introducing our second entrant today in this battle royal. This is Sue Plex, representing the wrestler family. Sue, longtime tag partner of big-time aerial wrestler, former CWS Women's World Champion herself. Sue has shone on every opportunity she's had, but always seems to come up short. Will tonight be the night of Sue Plex? Again, folks, we're going to have to find out together. Sue looks like she's ready to drop some fools over the top rope. Ready to challenge for gold, do that tag action alongside her partner, big-time aerial wrestler, as part of the women's wrestlers, or be it in singles. Sue is ready for action. Fans here tonight seem to really like Sue Plex. She tends to get mixed reactions. A lot of people say it's due to her allegiance to the wrestlers, but you just can't deny Sue has something special. So introducing third here in our 6-woman battle royal, number 1 contenders matchup, as Sue readies herself. Folks, I'm happy she made it here tonight. There was issues with travel, but I'm glad to say that Lady Starshine made her flight and has made it to the venue in time for the event. Representing the Cosmic Alliance, the mother of the Starshine Kid. This is Lady Starshine, and she is a legend of the business. She is the inaugural CWS Women's World Champion here. She would love to get another opportunity at defending that championship. First, she's going to have to earn it by beating the champ, and to get there, she has to win this match to become the number 1 contender. Lady Starshine and their Cosmic Alliance would love for her to do well here this evening. Folks, thank you for joining us. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Every Tuesday night we have Tombstone TV and a PLE every month. That's 5 shows a month, folks. That's 60 shows a year minimum. Leave comments, suggestions below these videos. Share them with your friends, share them with your enemies, share them with your dog. If you like the content, please help. It makes it easier to keep going when you know you've got the support. And folks, your next entrant in this Stadium Royale 6-person #1 contenders matchup, one of the cursed ones, unsuccessful in her attempts in a mixed tag match last month where she lost to El Dorado Prince Toro alongside her brother Killian Curse. This is Wanda Curse. And Wanda looks serious here, folks, ready for anything. She is a wizard within the ropes. And she is one badass witch. Wanda Curse. She's got to look out for that Avada Kedavra running knee. That Cruciatus Curse. She's a contender here, folks. Introducing 5th. Wanda's readying herself. And here we go, folks. The gender neutral nightmare. This is Fire Person Sam. Fire Person Sam qualified to be here tonight by defeating their own tag team partner. Fire Person Sam beat Nurse Deceased to be in this matchup. I wonder what that's going to do for the team or the first response long term. Or will they be big enough people to understand only one of them could win? Fire Person Sam has claimed if they win the Women's Championship, it will no longer be referred to as the Women's Championship. It will become the CWS Gender Neutral and Other Championship. A lot of the women on the roster are taking offense to that. They want to keep it as the Women's Championship. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an anyone but Fire Person Sam mentality in that ring tonight. And here we have it, folks. The last entered in the matchup. Still relatively young in her career here at CWS, but we know her as a veteran from the independent scene, from touring Mexico and the UK, Ireland. She has been all around the world as a manager and a competitor, making her fortune in CWS now. This is Miss Fortune, and you can see the fans aren't really taking too kindly to Miss Fortune, which is unfortunate, as she would say. Miss Fortune slowing this thing right the way down. If this is what the entrance is like, folks, you can imagine the action. Now she's talking a little trash to those kids in the front row here. Turns her back on the fans. Miss Fortune. Heck of an athlete. Heck of a talent. Miss Fortune is ready for action here, folks. And the fans are booing the heck out of her. Thank you for joining us here again, folks. BBA, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thanks for supporting the channel. Been doing this for around 6 months now, and it's been fun. Suplex takes Fire Person Sam down. El Dorado and Wanda Curse going back at it. Wanda with a score to settle with El Dorado. And over in the corner here now, Suplex taking the fight down. Miss Fortune. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at this. Lady Sarsha and Fire Person Sam. This thing is chaos already, folks. And Wanda takes El Dorado down and then takes Suplex off her feet. Wanda Curse scooping Sue up onto her back. Oh my god. Action-packed chaos here. Lady Starshine gets down with a DDT. Wanda now fighting Sue. Miss Fortune sneaks up behind Suplex and gets her with a German suplex of her own. Sue kipping right back up, and El Dorado's slapping the taste out of everyone's mouth. El Dorado now drops Fire Person Sam throw first across that top rope. Curse taking a breather in that corner. Fireperson Sam taking a breather under the ropes, but has not gone over. Misfortune rolling through, torquing at that leg of Wanda Curse. El Dorado with a German suplex taking Fireperson Sam down, but Fireperson Sam keeps right back up to their feet. Misfortune now in the corner in a spot of bother as El Dorado is trying to eliminate Misfortune. Lady Starshine taking a breath. On a big butt buster there. This thing is chaos, folks. Wanda elbows to the back of Sue. Whip suplex into the corner. And a big right. And a right again. And a face buster from Fireperson Sam taking El Dorado down. Now it's Lady Starshine whipped into the corner, and Fireperson Sam's going to try to eliminate the veteran. Misfortune and suplex down. El Dorado knocked down by Wanda Curse. Lady Starshine fights back into it, folks. She has not been eliminated by Fireperson Sam. And Fireperson Sam right back at it, trying to get potentially the biggest threat as the only former champion in this matchup out of the ring. But Wanda now brings Fireperson Sam to the ropes, measuring, and Wanda is trying to get Fireperson Sam out over the top. As El Dorado stomps the knee of Lady Starshine into the mat, Fireperson Sam has gone over but is still in this thing. El Dorado DDTs Lady Starshine. Fireperson Sam manages to fight their way back into the ring, and another big face buster. Fireperson Sam goes for a basement dropkick and misses. El Dorado, Fireperson Sam fighting away among themselves. Suplex, they're measuring Wanda Curse, and look at this! Innovation suplex takes Wanda down. Wanda now has to roll out of the way and take a breather. Uppercut from Fireperson Sam to Lady Starshine. And Misfortune catches an opportunity here. Goes to suplex Fireperson Sam, who gets out of it and answers with the Bulldog. Fireperson Sam now looking to eliminate suplex, and clean as a whistle, folks, tosses suplex out over the top rope, and we have our first elimination here. Fireperson Sam now skinning the cat, holding on for dear life. Sue has been eliminated. El Dorado down into the corner. Misfortune flat to the mat. And El Dorado just turned Lady Starshine inside out with that clothesline. Multiple knees and kicks to the face. Fireperson Sam takes the fight to Misfortune. And now look at this, a choke, hold, release. Sam slamming anything that's going to move here. Suplex to Wanda Curse. Lady Starshine does one better, does one to El Dorado. And now Lady Starshine is focused on El Dorado. Didn't see Fireperson Sam measuring, but while that was going on, Misfortune managed to get Fireperson Sam in a Hurricane Rana. And now Lady Starshine over that top rope, in trouble here. El Dorado looking to make an elimination. Fireperson Sam with a pile driver to Wanda Curse. Lady Starshine elbows back and fights her way back into this thing. Misfortune staying out of dodge here. Targeting, lurking and targeting, and turns Fireperson Sam inside out with that clothesline. Goes for a standing moonsault and misses. Very athletic, especially to do that in that outfit. Wanda now gets launched into the corner. Fireperson Sam sees an opportunity. Tries to eliminate Wanda. El Dorado precarious position outside on the apron. Fireperson Sam looking to eliminate Wanda Curse, and Wanda answers back. But El Dorado goes to knee Misfortune out, and it's too late. Fortune gets back in. Big spinebuster Fireperson Sam might be the one to beat, folks. Laying waste here. The only one with elimination to their name. Wanda measuring Sam. Scooping Sam up. Trying to get Sam out. While Lady Starshine gut wrench suplexes El Dorado on the far side. Wanda's trying to eliminate Fireperson Sam. Lady Starshine from the top rope with an elbow. Starshine elbow drop. And look at this Hurricane Rana. Misfortune taking Lady Starshine down, and Fireperson Sam winds up and uppercuts the face off of Misfortune. Wanda with the stomp to El Dorado and goes for that basement dropkick. Misses. Might have landed a bit funny on her lower back there, folks. Fireperson Sam hits the splash of Misfortune. El Dorado connects with the basement dropkick to Wanda. Lady Starshine getting back in the mix. Misses wildly, and El Dorado enters back with some low kicks. Fireperson Sam now scooping. Wanda Curse up for a suplex. A head scissors from El Dorado. And now knees to the gut of Lady Starshine. You have to have eyes in the back of your head for this one, folks. El Dorado, knee breaker. Wanda Curse sneaks right in behind. Scooping El Dorado up over the shoulders. Drags into the corner. Oh my gosh. Face down across that turnbuckle. Fireperson Sam climbing out of dodge. El Dorado taking a breather in the corner. Misfortune taking the fight to Wanda Curse. Lady Starshine with that running boot into the corner to the face of El Dorado. And a bulldog to Wanda Curse takes her down. Misfortune drop kicked by Fireperson Sam. The only one standing at their own volition right now. Military press to Misfortune. Fireperson Sam showing off their strength. Lady Starshine looking to eliminate El Dorado. Fireperson Sam with Wanda on her shoulders, and El Dorado's gone, followed by Wanda Curse being gone. It's Lady Starshine, Misfortune, and Fireperson Sam left in this one, folks. Back-to-back eliminations there. Two of the favorites out, well, three of the favorites out of this one so far. Fireperson Sam taking a breather underneath those ropes. Again, Fireperson Sam has gone under, not over, folks. Misfortune whipped into the corner by Lady Starshine. Choking the face and the life out of Misfortune. Lady Starshine evades that shoulder block here by Fireperson Sam. Whipping the hand off the flat of that mat. Hard to grapple when you can't use your hand. Ground and pound offense here, Lady Starshine. Some ground and pound offense to Fireperson Sam. Misfortune sneaking up behind. Goes for the chop. It's evaded. Right hand blocked. Left hand answered. Clothesline. Lady Starshine down. Fireperson Sam taking the fight to Misfortune. Whips Misfortune off the ropes and big boot to Misfortune. Fireperson Sam goes for a punch, but it's caught. Misfortune now dragging Fireperson Sam over to the ropes. Everyone's tired at this point, folks. Misfortune scooping Sam up, trying to eliminate, and Lady Starshine, Misfortune working together to eliminate Fireperson Sam. They saw the biggest threat, and they do it. Lady Starshine quick to turn on Misfortune here, looking for the win. Scoops Fortune up, who slides out of it, drops down, and chop blocked to the back of the leg. Lady Starshine's down. Misfortune, Lady Starshine, center of the ring. Fireperson Sam has to walk that slow, lonely walk to the back. Misfortune measured. Lady Starshine and super kick. That misfortunate kick eliminates Lady Starshine from the match. And folks, you're looking at your new #1 contender for the CWS Women's World Championship. Would you believe it? Miss Fortune wins and will go on to fight at the Opera to challenge for the CWS Women's World Heavyweight Championship. But who will be holding the gold? Will it be the current champion Ren, or will the Wildcat Katie Richards dethrone the champ? It's all to play for here at CWS Championship Wrestling Series, folks. It's where wrestling is all fun and games. Come back for part 3 of Stadium Royale. This is part 3 of Stadium Royale 2024. Folks, your third matchup is for the CWS Women's World Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, the challengers. Firstly, this is Sandy Beach. And Sandy Beach is wrestling here tonight alongside her tag team partner Gail Force. They make up the team of Beach Force. These two saw how crowded the CWS singles women's division was. They saw how not crowded the tag division was. Originally, we had the team of First Response, we had the team of the Dancers, and the Lord's Angels. And these two, Sandy Beach and Gale Force, realized there was opportunity in them there hills. There was gold in them there hills for tag teams that wanted to form up. So Gale Force and Sandy Beach formed their own team. As slapdash and thrown together as it may seem, they have become quite the unit. And they are both fan favorites here. They are looking for opportunity, and they are being successful because they are currently the #1 contenders for the CWS Women's World Championships. They are facing the team of the Dancer Sisters here tonight on free pay-per-view for your entertainment. Gale Force and Sandy Beach, the team of Beach Force. Interestingly, they still come down individually. They don't, as of yet, have a team entrance. I wonder will that change if they win the tag team championships. Will they even remain a team after this opportunity? If they lose tonight, maybe they'll choose to go their separate ways. Maybe they stick together. Maybe this solidifies them as a unit. Who knows what's going to happen here? But they seem ready for a fight here tonight as we await the champions at Stadium Royale. And here they are, folks. On your right, Private Dancer, and on your left, her sister Jazz Dancer. The Dancer Sisters, your current reigning defending CWS Women's Tag Team Champions of the world, after they defeated the Lord's Angels to claim those championships. They won that TLC match at Violent Night. The Dancers are fan favorites here, folks. A lot of people support the team of the Dancer Sisters, but then again, Beach Force become very popular too. First Response are well liked. Most people can just agree they're not fans of the Lord's Angels. And I think the Lord's Angels like it that way. This is what it's about, folks. The CWS Women's World Tag Team Championships. Coming to you live to tape here at the Stadium Royale. Live from Cork, Ireland. Beach Force look ready for this one. Folks, I'm receiving word in my ear that both teams requested and agreed that this match be contested under tornado rules. So it looks like we're going to have a tornado tag team title matchup for you here tonight. I wasn't expecting that. It's a bit of a twist, but folks, here we go. If you're wondering why all four women are in the ring, it's because we've got tornado tag rules. Private Dancer taking Gale Force down off her feet. Turns her attention back to Sandy Beach. Jazz stomping away on Sandy and applying a chokehold now. This match is seconds old, but it looks like the Dancers could be dominant as Sandy hits Jazz Dancer with that bulldog, while Private Dancers launching a flurry of headbutts and now an elbow across the chest of Gale Force. Oh my god, top rope elbow drop from Private Dancer to Gale Force. Sandy now dragging Jazz center of the ring. She's going up, and look at this for a top rope assisted bulldog driving Jazz Dancer down. Meanwhile, Private Dancers picked Gale up under the shoulders. You can't be serious. Gail fights back. Big time splash from the top all her weight across the chest of Private Dancer. As Sandy and Jazz flight to the outside and whip right back into the ring as I say it. Look at that pump handle. Oh my god, reverse Frankensteiner. This match has everything already. These guys are going all out here, folks. Private Dancer with the cover now on Gale Force. 1, 2, 3, and folks, just like that, Private Dancer steals a victory in what's possibly the quickest tag match we've ever had here at CWS. Definitely in the women's division. The Dancer Sisters retained their titles in these Tornado Tag Rules, defeating the team of Beach Force on free premium live event. And the fans are loving it. They're happy that these are still their champions, representing them, the people, the dancers, thrilled with victory. Still your champions. Please come back for your next matchup here, folks. We're going to have the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Ren defending against the Wildcat Kitty Richards. Come back for more action-packed matches here at Stadium Royale. This is part 4 of Stadium Royale 2024, and this next matchup is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the CWS Women's World Championship. Thank you all for coming here tonight. Thanks for being with us. Live to Take, free premium live event. Introducing first, folks, this is Wild Tiger. You've got Nick Sparks, Kenny Campbell, Will Richards escorting the Wildcat Kitty Richards to the ring. Will Richards' own wife, the Wildcat Kitty Richards, hoping to get championship gold here tonight. The Intercontinental Champion himself, Will Richards, will be in action later on tonight in a triple threat match, folks, defending that IC Championship. Wild Tiger taking center stage here. Nick Sparks dead center, Kenny Campbell in the top hat in pink, Will Richards with the title, and here is Kitty Richards, the Wildcat herself. Is this going to be her night as she takes on the CWS Women's World Heavyweight Champion, Ren? Ren won the championship from aerial wrestler in a submissions matchup at Violent Night, taking everyone by surprise that Ren might be able to submit Ariel, who is a trained wrestler. She's been trained by Matt Wrestler, The Technique Al Wrestler, and you know the rest of her historic family. Whereas Ren doesn't have those blood ties. Ren just came out all pistons firing. And on the night, Ren was the better woman. She was able to beat big time aerial wrestler in that submission match. Hence Ren being the champion. Ren has previously told me in an interview, folks, the only time that Ren feels happy is when she's causing misery to others. She is a self-professed emo. And she just, her solace, her joy is hurting those around her. And Ren is looking to cause a lot of heartbreak here tonight by preventing the Wildcat from claiming the gold, which is what a lot of fans want to see here, folks. And this is what it's about. The referee holding up that CWS Women's Championship high above her head. The Wildcat looks ready as Wild Tiger watch on. We've got the Cat versus the Wren. And here we go, folks. Look at the size difference here. Clothesline takes Wildcat Kitty Richards down off her feet. Flat of her back. Wren clutching at the head, squeezing. And look at this, just lifting the Wildcat up by her head and dropping her flat to the mat. Wren now twerking at the head of the Wildcat Kitty Richards and bouncing her head off of that mat. Kitty goes to grapple with Wren, but the size comes into play. Kitty now in behind, but Wren able to use her size to her advantage again and just pushing the Wildcat Kitty Richards away. Wren now with a suplex just launches the Wildcat. Big time headbutt. Kitty to the outside. Wren looking to fly here, folks. Is she serious? Wren from the top rope goes for a crossbody, and somehow, someway, the Wildcat catches Wren mid-flight and hits her with a power slam. That might be spot of the night, folks. Couldn't have done that if we tried. The Wildcat eats an enziguri. But even if the Wildcat Kitty Richards loses here tonight, she just gave us that moment. My God, I can't believe what I just saw. The size difference. Kitty was able to catch Wren mid-flight. And now Wren, oh my God, Wren scooping Kitty up, but Kitty drops back out of it. Reverse DDT. And now the Wildcat Kitty Richards tossing Wren into that barricade. Kitty back into the ring. At the count of 8. Now Kitty climbing to the top. Wren should have just taken the count out, in my opinion, but sneaks up behind Kitty. And look at that. Swipes that feet. Kitty bounces her head off the top turnbuckle. Wren catches the head of the Kitty Richards and bounces it off the mat. Look at this, leaping into the air. All that weight across the chest of the Wildcat Kitty Richards. Wren saying she's too smart for this. Climbing now up to the top rope one more time. Wren looking to fly. Measuring Kitty. Kitty doesn't know what's about to hit her. Wren from the top double axe handles takes the Wildcat Kitty Richards down. Wren looking to make short work of the Wildcat. Look at this, off the ropes, a big time splash and a cover. Surely that's it. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. The Wildcat Kitty Richards manages to kick out at 2 and break up that pinfall attempt. Goes for the kick. Kitty catches the leg and kicks underneath. Left jab, and look at this. Oh my God, a series of left jabs that are right, and she takes Wren down. This might be Kitty's moment to shine. Kitty drops the elbow across the chest of Wren. And now Kitty measuring Wren, dropping that elbow again. Wren needing the ropes to pull herself back up. Wildcat into the corner, big right hand. Wren stumbling, and a bulldog. The Wildcat Kitty Richards bulldog and Wren here. Stomp across the face. And oh my God, a dragon screw from Wren taking Wildcat Kitty Richards off her feet. And Kitty now slapping the wrist, kick to the gut, right hand over the top of the head, trying to whip Wren. And an arm drag takes Wren off her feet. The Wildcat center of the ring got the cover. We got a 1 and a kick out at 1. You saw how quickly and effectively Wren launched the Wildcat out of the way right there. Wildcat Kitty Richards measuring Wren. Goes for that running kick. The dexterity and flexibility to kick that high up. And she's done it, folks. Yes, we've done it. We've got a husband and wife champions in CWS. Your new CWS Women's World Heavyweight Champion. The fan favorite, the lead guitarist of Wild Tiger herself. The Wildcat Kitty Richards has done it, folks. She's your new CWS Women's Champion after a very quick but thrilling matchup. Kitty has pinned Wren, and we have a new CWS Women's Champion. Folks, come back. We still got the Intercontinental Championship on the line. We've got the Men's Tag Team Championship on the line in an elimination table match, I believe. We've got Tiernan Og taking on Major Attraction for the CWS World Heavyweight Championship. And we also have that Stadium Royale match itself in the main event here tonight, folks. Let's take nothing away from Ren, but the Wildcat Kitty Richards was better tonight. Stick with us here at Stadium Royale, folks. We're Championship Wrestling Series, where wrestling is all fun and games. Come back for more. Welcome back to Part 5, Stadium Royale 2024, folks. I'm still Bullet Bun Awesome, BBA, the host of Championship Wrestling Series, the voice of Tombstone TV, and all the PLEs that we have free and available to you live on YouTube. We are live to tape here to get tonight, folks. This next matchup is a triple threat match, and it is for the CWS Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first, you know this man, he is the leader of the Picone family business, which is definitely not a cartel. Aches and Pain have told me that I am not allowed to refer to them as a cartel or else, and I am not willing to risk whatever or else is, folks. They are definitely not a cartel. They are a legitimate family business, the Picone family business, and Joey Picone Jr. sits at the head of that table currently, and we all know why that is, but the less said about that, the better. Joey Picone Jr., your first entrant in this Intercontinental Championship matchup. Needless to say, the fans aren't too positive, too warm to Joey Picone. He gets some mixed response, just some cheers there, folks. A lot of boos too. The stories about this guy, all the alleged stories, the NDAs that have been forced to sign, the evidence that disappears, that's all, it's all speculative, it's all hearsay. He's not actually been found guilty of anything, has he, in the court of public opinion? It wasn't way too heavily on his mind. Joey Picone Jr. awaits his opponents, and folks, we know this man very well. This is Zachary Evans, and you all know him as the Golden Ace of CWS. Zachary Evans qualified for this matchup fair and square, and he is looking for his opportunity at gold. He faced Will Richards in a four-way matchup last month at Violent Night alongside Fabian Nils and St. James Park. Yep. And it was a losing effort. Will Richards was able to retain his championship that night. But will he be able to do it here again tonight, folks, against Joey Picone Jr. and the Golden Ace, Zachary Evans? Zachary also receiving mixed response here from the crowd. The Golden Ace would love to get some gold around his waist. Will Richards be able to retain his championship here tonight? Will we end the night with the Richards family both as champions? Or will one of the men, Joey Picone Jr. and Zachary Evans, prevent that from happening? But here he is, folks, making his way to the ring, the CWS Intercontinental Champion himself. This is Will Richards. Will Richards looking thrilled with the situation that Wild Tiger found themselves in. Two of CWS's singles championships now within the grasp of Will Richards and his wife, the Wildcat Kitty Richards. And it's been often speculated in the past, folks, that if Kitty could get the women's championship and if Will could get one of the singles championships, that maybe Kenny Campbell and Nick Sparks would team up more in an attempt to get the tag championships, because Wild Tiger would love to take all the gold on the road with them. Will Richards is your Intercontinental Champion currently. He's been reigning for quite a while here, folks. Will he still be reigning at the end of this evening? And this is the championship belt that they're fighting for, folks, the Intercontinental Championship of the world. The referee raises it high above his head. This is a triple threat matchup, folks. That means weapons are legal. There will be no disqualifications. The bout is scheduled for one fall. And here we have it, folks. Will Richards whipped into the corner straight away by Zach Evans, who then takes Joey Picone Jr. down. And now all his weight across the back of Joey Picone Jr. Will Richards misses with the clothesline attack on Zach Evans. Zach Evans belly to belly takes Will Richards down. And now Joey trying to sneak up behind Zach, whipping Zach. Knee to the gut, Zach down. Will Richards goes for a clothesline. Joey Picone Jr. evades it, but gets out. Oh my God, look at this. I thought Joey Picone Jr. was getting out of that maneuver, but Will Richards turns the tide to clip him with the knee on the way down. And now it's Picone doing the same thing to Richards. Evans now looks like he's had enough of all this flippy nonsense. Is just going to suplex Joey Picone Jr. and go for the cover right in front of Will Richards' face. And now he scoops up, and look at this, an abdominal stretch here. Will Richards forced to release that after a punch to the gut, and then he gets the head scissors, that Hurricane Rana. He's just after taking Joey down, and now he's got the abdominal stretch locked in tight on Zach Evans, but again has to release it. Clothesline takes Joey Picone Jr. down. Will Richards with a DDT. Zach Evans at the outside out on his feet. The referee gets down for the count. We got a 1 and a pinfall breakup there by Zachary Evans, keeping Joey Picone Jr. alive in this thing. And Zach Evans now scooping him up, and just a power slam. And a Hurricane Rana takes Evans off his feet. Joey forced to roll to the outside. Will Richards taking the time to taunt and tease the crowd here, but he gets whipped into the corner for his troubles, followed up with a clothesline, and now Joey Picone Jr. on the outside with the Singapore cane, and he just snaps that cane over the head of Zach Evans and one across the back too before he's forced to drop it. Zach Evans now picking the champ up and tossing him into the corner and throwing him around the ring, just manhandling him. Gets that covered attempt, but it's broken up before the ref's hand can even count 1. Now Will Richards rolls to the outside, which is dangerous because if Zach Evans pins Joey Picone Jr., he becomes the champ, and Will won't even have been involved in losing his championship. And now Will Richards got a Singapore cane. Look at this, Joey with a punch, and oh my God, cane across the back. But the speed of Joey Picone Jr., he was only allowing himself to get clipped with that once. He gets out of it pretty fast. Now some ground and pound offense here. Joey Picone Jr. has had some intensive training, we can tell. I wonder who it was that trained him. Maybe we'll find out, folks. Picone with some right hands to the chest, whipping Zach, and a gut punch. And a spear. Joey Picone Jr. spearing Will Richards, and now kneeing the chest of Zach Evans. Joey Picone Jr., the only man standing of his own volition. Some gut punches, an overhand slap, and a left leg. He's just taken the Golden Ace down off his feet, and the Golden Ace has to roll to the outside. Joey Picone Jr. with the champ up on his feet, and he drops to look at that right hand. That is a KO punch, or so he tells us. Joey Picone Jr. now springboard forearm takes the champion down, and the Golden Ace now comes back into the ring with the steel chair. Measuring, taking his time, and look at this, a steel chair shot across the head of Joey Picone Jr. and a DDT by Will Richards to Zachary Evans onto that chair. Will Richards now from the top rope, measuring Zach Evans, and a 450 splash. He got the cover, and the referee's down. We've got a 1, 2, and Joey breaks it up just on the cusp of 2. Will Richards now taking the fight to Joey, and he DDTs him on the chair as well. Will Richards now measuring Joey with a kick to the back. Joey trying to roll to the outside, and Will Richards stomps the chest of Zachary Evans. Richards taking out the arm of the Golden Ace. Singapore cane to the back. Evans, that was enough to wake him up. Goes for the clothesline, but it's evaded by Will Richards. He eats an elbow. Will Richards elbows the back of Joey Picone Jr. and whips him off that rope. And look at this. Lifts him up just to slap him. Zach Evans now running takedown on Will Richards. And he eats a massive boot. Joey Picone Jr. going for the cover on Zachary Evans. Folks, we got a 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Zachary Evans just kicked out and saved the Intercontinental Championship reign of Will Richards. And Will Richards rolls through, double knees to the face of Joey Picone Jr. Turns his attention to Zachary Evans, whips him off the ropes. Shoulders collide, but no man falls down. Will Richards now whipped into the corner. Basement dropkick to the knee of Zach Evans. Picone measures Will Richards and now a kick to the face. Evans has to roll to the outside as Picone with all his weight and both feet across the throat of Richards, and now double knees into the corner. Picone with the cover. We got a 1 and a kick out at 1 by Will Richards. Zach Evans now rolling and sliding to the outside, going looking for that Singapore cane. One more time. Picone measuring Will Richards, but was not ready for that cane shot to the back or that one across the chest. And a spear from Joey Picone Jr. takes Golden Ace down. Will Richards were able to break that count up before the 1 chin breaker. Richards chin breaker to Picone, rolls to the outside, some right hand slaps. Will Richards taking the fight to the Golden Ace. And look at that for a neckbreaker variation, and we've got it, folks. It's got to be at 1, 2, 3, and just like that, Will Richards again retains the CWS Intercontinental Championship on free premium live event. And now the Richardses, representing Wild Tiger, have half the gold here, folks. They've got the CWS Women's World Championship on the Wildcat Kitty Richards, and the CWS Intercontinental Championship is still around the waist of Will Richards. Thanks for joining us so far. I hope you guys come back for our next matchup, where we're going to have the CWS Men's Tag Team Championships on the line in an elimination tables matchup. It's become a match of choice here for the champs, the team of Big and Tall, and it's believed that Hammer and Nils have agreed to challenge for the titles in that matchup. They believe that they can defeat the champs and get the gold. So please come back for that matchup. That matchup happens here next at CWS. Welcome back to part 6 of the Stadium Royale, folks. We have an elimination tag team matchup here. It's elimination tables tag match for the CWS World Tag Team Championships, and introducing the team of the number 1 contenders for those titles. On your left in the white and red is Jacques Hammer, one of the French phenoms we've got here, folks. And his tag team partner in the overcoat, all the way from Germany, Fabian Nils. They make up the team of Hammer and Nils. And Hammer and Nils are your number 1 contenders, folks, after defeating the Grim Reapers for the opportunity to challenge for the titles. Hammer and Nils are here on PPV, and if Fabian Nils can win, this will be his 3rd different championship here in CWS since he debuted. He's been light heavyweight champion, he's been intercontinental champion, and now he has his eyes set on the tag team opportunity with his longtime friend and partner here, Jacques Hammer, as we await the champions. Coming to the ring on your right, we have Royal Albert Tall, and on your left, the Tower of London himself, Big Ben. These guys make up the team of the Purebloods. They make up the team of Big and Tall, and they are Big and Tall, and they are coming all the way from London, England. The Tower of London stands at a really, really great height. I don't have his numbers in front of me, but this dude is tall, and he is surprisingly, deceptively agile for his size. He is freakishly athletic. It's like something you see in a video game, folks. I'm hardly able to believe it's real, but this is simulated shoot combat, folks. This is not your mama's wrestling. This is not your grandmama's wrestling. This is simulated shoe combat. This is real virtual wrestling, folks. And the tag team champions of the world, big and tall, are ready for hammer and nails in this elimination table matchup. So to eliminate someone, you have to put them through the table. And in this matchup, you're going to have to eliminate both of your opponents to win. I wonder, will it be another clean sweep we saw last month at the Violent Night? It was Big and Tall defending against the Walkers Undead in a similar matchup. It was an elimination tables matchup, and it was a clean sweep for Big and Tall. They eliminated Merle, and then they eliminated Daryl. Will it be the same here tonight as Royal Albert Tall float over DDT to Shockhammer, and Big Ben with a side Ukrainian leg sweep here, taking down Fabian Nils, and a stomp across the chest here. Fabian still on the floor as Royal Albert Tall now goes for that under hook suplex. We've seen him do that before. Big Ben already sliding to the outside and taking a table into the ring. Shockhammer out on his feet already on the outside right in front of me and my friends here, folks. Sean Shaunerson, you've been quiet all night. Have you anything you'd like to say about this matchup? Well, you would say that, Sean. You've got English blood in you, don't you? Look at that nail driver already. Fabian Nils taking Royal Albert Tall down. Carl Briscoe-Regan, have you anything to say? Oh my God, you're right, Carl. It does look like Fabian's after clipping that table on the way down. Shockhammer with a powerbomb to Big Ben. I've never seen anyone manhandle Big Ben like that. And look at this, taking away the legs of Big Ben. If you take away Big Ben's legs, he can't stand. And if he can't stand, he can't dominate you with that Buckingham chokeslam. So this is incredible tactics here from Shockhammer. Meanwhile, outside on the floor, the much smaller Fabian Nils is taking the fight to Royal Albert Tall as well. Hammer just absolutely hammering away with those elbow blows to the knee of Big Ben. And again, he really and truly has a game plan at play here, folks. They're just going to take Big Ben's legs out of the equation. This has got to be at least 5 times now he's done this. It's probably the bones of 20 elbows to the leg of Big Ben. And a Shockhammer with the hammer splash from the top rope. Royal Albert Tall flattens Fabian Nils and now suplexes Shockhammer. Ben forced to roll to the outside to take a breather. He is flat to the mat here, folks. Look at that bulldog here. Fabian Nils is after taking Royal Albert Tall down. Are we in for an upset here, folks? I know a lot of people are fans of Big and Tall. Oh, it looks like Big Ben was going to go for that Buckingham chokeslam, but Fabian Nils trying interference in it. And now he's after getting caught with it himself. Buckingham chokeslam. Big Ben is still in this one, folks. He's just after landing that Buckingham chokeslam of Fabian Nils. Shockhammer rolls to the outside to take that fight to Royal Albert Tall, but also probably to evade Big Ben, who now is in the ring with Fabian. He scoops him up and he's bringing him over to that table, folks. And look at this. Straight away, power slam through the table. Fabian Nils has been eliminated. If Shockhammer wants to win the tag team championship here, folks, he's going to have to eliminate both men on his own. And he's doing a good job so far by taking the fight to Royal Albert Tall. He's going to have to be smart with his blows here, folks. But gets caught with a float over DDT outside on the floor. Taking Shockhammer flat to the mat. Fabian eliminated. It's a slow and lonely walk to the back. Shockhammer now eats an elbow here. Royal Albert Tall with a German suplex outside on the floor, taking Shockhammer down. Oh, Shock evades that running clothesline here from Big Ben, but gets scooped up. Electric chair drop outside, and it looks like he might have clipped his head on the way down. Royal Albert Tall, Big Ben, keeping Jacques from getting any grapples in on each other. Oh, curse at the commentator, folks. Because as soon as I say it, of course, the opposite would happen. Big Ben. Now, oh my God, look at this. Uranagi to Big Ben outside on the floor. It's Shockhammer standing, but Big Ben keeps up, evades that head scissors attempt. Big right hand. Big right hand, and look at the power of Big Ben. Shock, it's nice of you to try, buddy, but surely you're out of this. And now that knee from Royal Albert Tall has just busted Shockhammer wide open. Big Ben says it's over. He's trying to whip Jacques back into the ring. Royal Albertal dropping a knee on the already bust open face of Jacques Hammer. Some gut punches. And then, oh my God, look at this underhook release over the head. Suplex, Big Ben just launching Jacques Hammer around the place. Oh my God, and an underhook suplex again. Big Ben with a right hand and just tosses Hammer into that CWS advertisement barricade here. If you'd like to advertise here at Championship Wrestling Series, get onto us with your logos and your details, and we can post your channel, your project, whatever it is you want to promote. We can advertise for you here. Contact us, folks. We can arrange something, I'm sure. Royal Albertal now with some elbows across the face of Jacques Hammer. Myself, Carl Briscoe Regan, and Sean Shaunderson, best seats in the house watching this action take place. Hammer in the wrong part of town. He was doing well to evade the tables for this long, folks, but now he is back in the ring, and it's Big Ben whipping Jacques Hammer off the ropes. Knee to the gut, taking Jacques Hammer down. He rolls again to the outside. Ben very quick to go out after him, while Royal Albertal sets up a table in the center of the ring. Big Ben now looking for another table outside the ring, and he slides it in. The place is wreckage, folks. It's carnage everywhere. Royal Albertal going looking for Jacques Hammer on the outside. Big Ben has two tables set up in the corner, and another one in the somewhat in the center of the ring, on top of the remnants of that other table. Jacques on the outside now somehow turned the tide here, and he's stalking Royal Albertal. He's getting him flat to the mat, and he's going for that crossface, but you can't win this one by submission, Jacques. Jacques, too much of a technical wrestler. It's almost as if he forgot the rules here, folks. But he's after blocking the belly-to-belly German suplex, and he's after getting out of it. Big right hand, and a chop, and a right, and a drop kick to the back. A Big Ben goes crashing down. The Tower of London needs a clothesline, and Jacques Hammer is putting up a hell of a fight here tonight, folks, in what has become essentially a handicap elimination tables match. Jacques absolutely getting manhandled here, but he is answering back as Big Ben drops him face first across the top of that barricade. And now Royal Albertal going after the leg of Jacques Hammer right in front of these adoring fans. The team of Big and Tall looking dominant right now, but this thing could go back and forth. Who knows? It could go anyway. Jacques gets dropped in the back of his head, but surely the numbers will be too much for Jacques Hammer. Big Ben, Royal Albertal. Seems like they're talking strategy here, folks. But I'm not sure what strategy you need to talk. There's two of you. Punch him in the head, pick him up, put him through the table. It should be that easy. Jacques now measuring Royal Albertal, clobbers him, takes him down with that clothesline. And Big Ben now grappling, dragging Jacques over. He's got him in the head. Oh my God, both men picking him up. Double suplex. Jacques Hammer flat to the mat here. Royal Albertal bringing Jack back up. Jacques kick to the gut of Big Ben. Gets whipped off the ropes. Collision. There's too much obstacles in the ring. Jacques now pressed up against the table. And folks, this looks like it might be it. But communication breakdown between Royal Albertal and Big Ben maybe. I think Big Ben wanted to put Jacques through that corner table, and Royal Albertal played interference. Albert now on the outside going for another table. Big Ben taking too long here. Jacques Hammer face first across the apron, and I don't know if you know this, folks, but that is the hardest part of the ring. And Royal Albertal with a belly to back suplex, followed up by an elbow from the Tower of London here to Jacques Hammer. This is happening right in front of us, folks. I can smell the wood of that table right in front of me. Big Ben and Royal Albertal again, communication breakdown. It seems as though each time either man is going for a big move on Jacques, the other seems to get in the way. If Jacques can play this right, he might be able to cause enough interference that they permanently get in each other's way. He might be able to eliminate one and catch the other off guard. Jacques, big right hand launching Big Ben into our table, and surprised the table didn't come crashing down right there. Underhook suplex again. Royal Albertal. Oh, look at that for a crossbody. Big Ben just says nope and launches his body weight at Jacques Hammer. Big Ben now with the leg drop and misses. Royal Albert Hall misses with the Singapore cane shot. Big Ben goes for a suplex on Jacques, but Jacques managing to fight his way out of that one, only to immediately be caught by Royal Albert Hall with a backbreaker. This is how the numbers game is going to prevent Jacques from decimating the way he wants to. And Royal Albert Hall picking Jacques up, and Big Ben clobbering him away with that Singapore cane. This thing is chaos. It's broken down. It's right in front of the barricades here, folks. But there's no table nearby. No one can win the match until you put your opponent through the table. Look at this belly to back. And he's after getting out of it. He rolls through and gets caught. Face buster here. Big Ben taking Jacques Hammer down to the flat of the mat here on those tin pads outside the ring. Belly to belly suplex. Jacques Hammer, come on, kid. You put up a great fight, but I just don't see this happening for you tonight. It's not your night. Fabian went out too soon. The luck is not on your side with the German suplex, and he gets right back up. Jacques Hammer, so much fight in this guy. Big Ben scooping him up, walking him over to there, and just back first across that turnbuckle post, and then just releasing him. Insult to injury. Reverse suplex here on the outside. Jacques Hammer gets flattened. Royal Albert Hall now measuring Jacques, whipping him, just taking their time and having their fun with Jacques Hammer. I'm not sure I like this side of Big and Tall. They're kind of toying with their dinner here a little bit. They should really go for the kill. That being said, the longer it goes, the more likely they are to slip up. And look at that. That Royal Plex here. Royal Albert Hall with that innovative suplex launches Jacques Hammer over the head, and Big Ben now. Folks, there's 5, 6, 7 tables been set up. This thing might only need one. A Big Ben with the biggest power bomb in CW. No, my God, he gets out of it, punches to the head. Royal Albert Hall, Big Ben in each other's way. Royal Albert Hall German suplex Jacques over the top of the head and releases him into that barricade. Jacques Hammer catches the leg, big left hand, but immediately the numbers back against Jacques. But folks, another miscommunication. Big Ben went for that crossbody one more time, and this side missed it because Royal Albert Hall was in his way. Albert bouncing the head of Jacques Hammer off the top of that barricade. Big Ben tossing Jacques back into the barricade again. And now Big Ben going for a suplex on the outside, dropping Jacques Hammer with that suplex. And now he connects this time with a crossbody attempt. Royal Albert Hall unleashes a flurry of kicks to the face of Jacques Hammer. And Jacques somehow catches the fist and turns the tide. Arm drags Big Ben over. Back in the ring, surrounded by tables and enemies. Jacques Hammer is worse for wear here, folks. Royal Albert Hall looks like he was eyeing Jacques up to put him through that table, but Big Ben gets in the way. Big Ben now scooping Jacques Hammer up, and he's running towards that table, and he does it. Jacques Hammer gets power slammed through the table in the corner. And your winners of this matchup, and still the CWS World's Tag Team Champions, the team of Big and Tall, Royal Albert Hall, and the Tower of London himself, Big Ben. These guys are on a heck of a run here as champions of CWS. Which team will be able to dethrone them? How long will they hold the titles? Gonna find out with us as we move forward. Tuesday night, Tombstone TV. Come back, folks. This isn't the end of these stories. These stories never end, they only continue. There's new chapters, there's new pages all the time. Who will be the next challengers for the tag team titles? What else is in store for the team of Big and Tall? Find out with me in upcoming episodes of Tombstone TV. They're live to tape every Tuesday night on YouTube at CWS Championship Wrestling Series. Subscribe to the channel. Come back. We've got our main event of the evening still to come. And just before that, we have the World's Heavyweight Championship matchup where Major Attraction will defend his championship in the 6th consecutive PLE. This time his main event is against Contender 6 winner Tiernan Og, who we've just seen debut on last week's episode of this week's episode of Tombstone TV. In that Contenders matchup, he won Contender 6. He's number 1 contender. You know this guy's a legend of the business. He's been around the world. He's practically immortal. His legacy just goes on for ages here. I could talk about Tiernan Og, but you're going to see for yourself, folks, in our next matchup what he is all about as he challenges Major Attraction in what is easily, in my opinion, the biggest threat to Major Attraction's championship reign here at CWS. Join us for the World's Championship, and then in our main event we have the Stadium Royale match. You're listening to the voice of Bullet Von Awesome, and this is Stadium Royale. Come back for part 7 and 8. Thank you. This is part 7 of the Stadium Royale pay-per-view, the free premium live event coming to you on YouTube from Championship Wrestling Series. I am BVA, Bullet Von Awesome. I am your host and the voice of Championship Wrestling Series. This, folks, is a singles match set for one fall, and it is for the World's Heavyweight Championship. And introducing first, the Contender. He won Contender 6 last week in his debut matchup. This is Tiernan Og. Tiernan Og, only in his second appearance here at Championship Wrestling Series, and he's in the semi-main event of the pay-per-view, and he is here in the World's Championship matchup. Tiernan hasn't been seen in the wrestling world for about a year now, and here he is after signing a contract exclusively with CWS, and he's found himself straight at the top of the card after winning Contender 6 on episode 24 of Tombstone TV. He's the number 1 contender, and he goes up against his longtime old rival, the CWS World's Heavyweight Champion. You know him. He is the longest reigning champ in the history of CWS. Championship reign of over 5 months. This is Major Attraction, and he's holding the gold above his head. Tiernan Og with eyes on the prize, and Major needs to survive here tonight. Major has put many a man down. In his path to keeping this championship, he has defeated Wrench, Yamamoto, Prince, Toro. He's beaten Martial Arts, Ultimo, Thunder, Dragon, Noir, Pantera, Rojados, the Starshine Kid. Major Attraction is a fighting champ. We see him sporadically, mainly on the pay-per-views. But this guy is a fighting champ. He is a major attraction here at Championship Wrestling Series. And if Major can survive Tiernan Og tonight, folks, we know there's going to be the Stadium Royale winner to deal with in the future. And this is what it's all about, folks. That CWS World's Heavyweight Championship. If you were with us, folks, thank you for joining us. If you watched the whole show, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you're with us from the start, fantastic. If you've just joined us at CWS, that's fine. This is episodic storytelling, folks. We try to recap what's relevant and move on. This is simulated shoot combat, folks. This is real virtual wrestling. This is not like the wrestling you know. This is for shoot No one is in control. These outcomes are not predetermined. You are with me live to tape, folks. Tiernan Og, with eyes on the prize, major attraction, ready. Referee lifts that World's Heavyweight Championship above his head. You ready at home, folks? Major scenes ready. And the referee brings the bell. These guys straight to the center of the ring. Lock up and a whip into the corner and a clothesline into the corner. Tiernan Og knocked off his feet, but not for long. He kicks back and lashes out. And look, he goes for that major clothesline. Very early on, it looks like Tiernan Og went for a major clothesline on Major Attraction, who managed to evade it. Shooting shots out the gate. And there we go, folks. He's got that clothesline. Didn't quite get all of it. Now Tiernan whipping Major, and short arm, another clothesline, taking Major Attraction off his feet. Folks, you know what to look for when it comes to Major Attraction. He does that salute to the troops, T-bone throw. He's got the major clothesline, the major powerbomb. These are some big moves. Big back body drop there. And now he's cranking at the head of Tiernan Og. For Tiernan, if you're unfamiliar with his work, you're going to look out for that big shove pounce maneuver he uses. He's got a punch style kick and that big discus big boot. I haven't seen it anywhere else, folks. Tiernan Og with that discus big boot. Is this truly something spectacular to behold for a man that size to be that athletic? And here we go. Major up to the top rope, but Tiernan sneaks up behind him and tosses Major Attraction off the top rope and into the center of the ring. Major's rocked by that one, and look, he gets taken down. This crossface hold. He's got the crossface locked in. Tiernan Og looking for immortality here, folks, trying to be the first man to pin or submit Major Attraction, who gets up and kicks to the gut of Tiernan Og and scoops him up into his arms. And look at this, the strength of Major Attraction to be able to launch Tiernan over his head. Referee down. We got a one and a kick out at one. Tiernan Og is lucky and able to kick out at one, and look at that elbow. Major Attraction is a big man, and that is a big elbow. And look at a kick, disrespectful kick to the face. Folks, if any of you know these guys from the independent scene, you'll know the history, the battles, the wars these guys have been through. Oh my God, look at that. Tiernan misses again. Major with the kick to the face, and now all the weight across the back of Tiernan Og. I don't have time to recap all the battles they've been through, but folks, something tells me that we're going to see those battles here again. And look, again, going for the crossface. Major Attraction, this time lucky that his feet were able to get to the ropes and break up that submission. You know, Tiernan is a prize fighter. He just wants to be the best, and he stalls suplex. Major gets out of it and chop blocks the knee of Tiernan Og. Major winds up and drops that elbow across the back of the head of Tiernan Og. Fighting is in the blood of Tiernan Og here, folks, and he's trying to become a legend at it. Top rope, major splash. We rarely see that, but the major splash from the top rope. Major Attraction now measuring Tiernan Og, and that major clothesline just turned Tiernan Og inside out. And really, this early? 1, 2, 3, and just like that, Major Attraction picks up the victory. The ring rust on Tiernan Og is apparent for all to see. I am surprised that this ended so cleanly, just like that. Tiernan takes the L, and again, Major Attraction is still your champion, folks. Going on 6 months with that belt. The possibility of this thing going a full calendar year it's becoming truer and truer with every month that passes. What a fantastic showing from Major Attraction. Tiernan Og is going to be very upset with his performance here tonight, but to be honest, not many men have kicked out of the major clothesline. No shade thrown at Tiernan Og, who I have no doubt is going to go on to do great things here at Championship Wrestling Series. Come back, folks, for your main event where we have the Stadium Royale match. A truly unique concept in wrestling to my knowledge, where over 30 competitors will enter the ring. To be eliminated, you must be tossed over the top rope. And the last man who survives will become the winner of the Stadium Royale match. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the main event of the Stadium Royale pay-per-view. This is our first free premium live event of 2024, folks. I want to thank you all for joining us. This is a 13-man matchup. We will have 2 entrants are going to start the matchup, and then at regular intervals another man will enter the ring. This will continue until all 30 men have entered the ring. The only way to be eliminated has been to be thrown over the top rope, and there will only be one man left standing at the end, folks, and they're going to be the winner of the Stadium Royale match. And folks, there is a prize on the line. The winner of the Stadium Royale will get the Future Shot briefcase. You remember what the Future Shot briefcase, as we saw at the Violet Night, Ultimo Thunder was able to cash it in and enter himself into the main event of the Violet Night pay-per-view. You can choose your shot at a World Heavyweight title matchup, folks. So this is a very important match for all 30 men. And introducing first, potentially the unluckiest spot in this whole thing, but representing the Cosmic Alliance, folks, this is Moonbeam Jr. Moonbeam Jr. hasn't had too many opportunities here at Championship Wrestling Series. Maybe this could be the one. Can he go the distance? Will Moonbeam Jr. be able to survive 29 other men and go to the pay-per-view? Folks, introducing number 2, which is equally as unlucky, in all honesty, representing the Grim Reapers. This is Tommy Torque Thompson. Tommy Torque Thompson, representing the Grim Reapers, on his way to the ring. He would love to go to Wrench, the leader of the Reapers, the president of their biker gang, and tell him that he is the man that won. I speculate he might even present Wrench with the championship opportunity if he was to get it, because a lot of these Reapers, they live to serve, and they serve the Prez. Thank you for joining us at the Stadium Royale, folks. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, comment below, let me know what you want to see out of Championship Wrestling Series. Let me know what matchups you want to see every Tuesday night on Tombstone TV. Oh, this thing is off to the races here. Torque shoving Moonbeam Jr. away. Moonbeam with a series of kicks and a DDT dead center of the ring. Big right hand from Moonbeam Jr. And now look at this. Steps through and he's grabbed him. He's got this stretch locked in, and immediately, folks, that nondescript CWS logo has appeared on the screen. The countdown clock. 3, 2, 1. This nondescript logo will appear on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. If you see anything other than CWS Stadium Royale match, then you must get your eyes checked. You might want to go to Specsavers, but there are other opticians available in your area. This is not a paid ad. And number 3, into the ring, we've got Vince Man. Vince, representing Man Family Entertainment. Vince, gets picked up and hoisted up for a backbreaker, and the nondescript clock has appeared again. These intervals will be quick, folks. Look at this. 3, 2, 1, and oh my god, Moonbeam's own partner, Ozone, is coming in at number 4, representing the Cosmic Alliance. It's Ozone in at number 4, and he eats. Nope, he fights back. Big right hand to the chest of Vince Man, and a whip off the ropes. Ozone with a left hand. Torque fighting with Moonbeam, and Ozone being picked up. Look at the strength of Vince Man stretching Ozone out across that back. Nondescript clock has appeared again, folks. The Stadium Royale clock on the screen. 3, 2, 1. And folks, it's Mick Man. This is Vince's brother, representing Man Family Entertainment. Mick Man. I wonder will these guys... No, they can't work together at all. This is every man for himself, and Mick just told Vince that. Put him in his place, and look, even Ozone and Moonbeam Jr. going at it, because this is not about groups, folks. This is about individual opportunities, and I'm glad to see that these teams are taking it seriously. But however, I might just, eliminate everybody else and then team up with my buddy. And in at number 6, it's Sweet Kenny Campbell. Sweet Kenny Campbell is the lead singer of the rock band Wild Tiger. And we've seen Kenny have opportunities in the past, but he's never had a shot at the big one. Kenny now with a DDT to Ozone, taking the man down. Mick fighting back Moonbeam. And Moonbeam fights back to Mick with a clothesline. Now Vince lining Moonbeam up, whips him into that corner. And Kenny leaps up over the back and drops a stomp to the back of the head. Countdown on again, folks. 4, 3, 2, 1. Torque trying to eliminate Moonbeam. And folks, it's Kennedy. Man, we've got Vincent, Kennedy, and Mick. Man, all in this in together. Vincent Kennedy and Mick Man Family Entertainment are all in this one, and these other competitors might need to team up here to eliminate Man Family Entertainment, because if they were to team up on the others, who's to say we're not looking at our final 3? And the countdown clock appears again on screen, folks. Mick now dropping Kennedy with a big backbreaker. Short-lived partnership when it comes to the Stadium Royale. And in at number 8, folks, it's El Maestro. El Maestro is here. We haven't seen him for a little bit. He was beaten in a contenders qualification matchup by St. James Park earlier this month, and this is only his second match this month, I believe. El Maestro now whipping Tommy Torque Thompson. Tommy goes over the top, putting his skin in the cat. He is holding on. Kennedy and Mick over here fighting against each other. Some brothers letting off steam. Neckbreaker taking down Moonbeam, taking Vincent down. Big back body drop. We got Kennedy and Kenny. Oh, and Ozone eliminates Tommy Torque Thompson. The littlest Reaper will be furious with that, and Wrench will not be happy at that at all. Ozone now big back body drop to Mick Man, and Ozone and Moonbeam coming to blows in the corner. Mick and Kennedy coming to blows in the center, and Vince hanging on the outside. These mans, I noticed he didn't actually eliminate him. Oh, Kennedy just eliminated El Maestro here. Kennedy just eliminated El Maestro. Mick and Kennedy going back at it. Moonbeam and Ozone going back at it. Vincent trying to eliminate Kenny, and oh my god, look at that powerbomb in that corner. A big step over, leap, and a stomp, taking Vincent Man down. Moonbeam takes... Oh, this thing is chaos, folks. Who am I kidding? Kennedy is in a leg bar. Ozone and Vincent going after each other here, and the nondescript countdown clock appears again, folks. Next entrant, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and your next entrant is Pantera Roja Dos. This guy is a threat. We've seen him in singles action before against Major Attraction of all people, where he's in a losing effort. He's recently started teaming up with Loco Lobo as well to form Los Bestias Locas, and oh my god, a flipping unprettier Kennedy Campbell takes Pantera Roja Dos down. Moonbeam with a back bump there to Kenny, taking him off his feet. Mick and Kennedy can't stop fighting each other. These guys should be teaming up really if they want to go to the end. And Vincent seems like he's trying to knock some sense into Mick and Kennedy, his own brothers. And in at number 10, folks, this is Blacklight. Blacklight, quick as a whip, and he's into the ring. Blacklight sensing danger all around him, taking the fight to Kenny Campbell. And look at this, Blacklight picking him up. Blackout knee. That variation of the blackout knee. And Ozone picking Pantera up over his head and slamming him down to the mat. Ozone taking no prisoners. And look at that, Blacklight with an elimination. Vince Man is still in this. Kennedy Man is still in this, but Mick Man has been eliminated by Blacklight. Vincent taking the fight to Kennedy. To Kenny, my apologies. Kennedy fighting with Pantera in the corner. Moonbeam and Vince going at it. And Ozone scooping Kennedy up and dropping him. Moonbeam with that leaping DDT taking Vince Man down off his feet. Moonbeam and Blacklight. We got Ozone and Kenny Campbell. We got Pantera, Roja Dos, and the Mans. Pantera, Vince on his shoulders, trying to get to the ropes, but everyone's in his way. Military press, and he just lets him fall behind him. And that nondescript countdown clock appears on the screen again, folks. 4, 3, 2, 1. Next entrant, number 11, and it's Carlos Reyes, folks. Carlos Reyes, one of the Platinum Kings. We've seen him tag up with his protege, and he just eaten a floating DDT here by Moonbeam Jr. and Blacklight with a blackout knee, and now he's after eating a Uranagi from Vince Man. This is chaos, folks. It's everyone's to play for. Moonbeam in since number 1, and he's still in this thing. Winner of this gets the future shot briefcase and can cash in an opportunity at the World's Heavyweight title whenever they choose. Look at that first spinning 360 powerbomb, and Moonbeam has been eliminated by Carlos Reyes. Carlos now with big backbreaker to Vince Man. And a big powerbomb from Kennedy to Kenny Campbell. Blacklight taking the fight. Just turned Ozone inside out. Gut punch from Kennedy to Pantera. Vince and Carlos fighting in the corner. Ozone's taking a break. Resting in the corner. Carlos misses with the right hand. Oh, and he's got Kennedy in a sleeper. Center of the ring. If you put the man to sleep, it must be easy to throw him over the ropes, I guess. But Kennedy breaks out of it with a stunner to Carlos Reyes. Blacklight goes for that blackout kick and misses. Countdown clock appears again, folks. We got the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And who's going to be the next entrant in this one? And folks, it's Cara Demiedo. Cara Demiedo, one face of Cara de las Muertes, brother of Cara del Diablo. And Cara Demiedo is in with a dropkick to sweet Kenny Campbell. Takes him off his feet, goes for that dropkick again. But Pantera knows this guy very well and is able to evade it. Vincent now turning Blacklight inside out with that clothesline. Big backbreaker from Kennedy Man to Carlos Reyes. Kennedy lets him go, and Demiedo dropping Ozone. Turns his attention to Blacklight and eats a right from Kennedy Man. Picks him up, and an Alabama Bobcore Slam from Kennedy Man to Cara Demiedo. Blacklight with some ground and pound offense here on Cara Demiedo. And Vince Man over the top, and Carlos Reyes eliminates him. That's 2 eliminations for Carlos Reyes. And Blacklight with the blackout kick. He just eliminated Cara Demiedo with the blackout kick off the apron to the outside. Demiedo is out of this one. He wasn't in it long. And there, Carlos Reyes, 3rd elimination. He's just eliminated Ozone. Carlos Reyes has eliminated both Moonbeam Jr. and Ozone of the Cosmic Alliance, and gets eliminated himself by Pantera Roja Dos. Running Bulldog from Pantera taking sweet Kenny Campbell down. And now Carlos Reyes has to walk up the ramp right behind Ozone, the man he eliminated. That might be awkward. Blacklight has Kenny Campbell resting on the ropes and turns his back on him. Pantera now carrying Blacklight over to those ropes, and Pantera drops some throat buster across, and it's Kennedy Man eliminates sweet Kenny Campbell as the nondescript countdown clock appears, and folks, that's Merle Walker in at number 13. Unlucky for some, but maybe not for Merle tonight. Merle Walker in at 13. Staying safe in the corner, he's measuring his opponents here. Turns his attention to Pantera Roja Dos. And a big headbutt. Merle Walker eats a blackout kick from the back. And Blacklight, taking too much time to tease and taunt, gets whipped into the corner. Merle taking the fight to Blacklight. The 2 others kind of rest up, and now it's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in at number 14, we haven't seen him for a little bit, folks. It's Xander Vachon. Xander Vachon, the heavy metal icon, is here. And he's taking the fight to Kennedy, man, with a double choke. Kennedy rakes the eyes and gets out of that hold. Pantera throwing Kennedy over the top. Kennedy skinning the cat and holding on. Xander Vachon measuring Kennedy, man. Black light with a springboard clothesline. Countdown appears. 4, 3, and Kennedy, man, is out. Xander Vachon with the clothesline taking Kennedy out. And folks, it's Darryl Walker, brother of Merle. The Walkers are dead, the former tag team champions. But how will they survive in this one together as Darryl put Merle down to qualify for that contenders match? And like I suggested, folks, Merle turns his attention back to Darryl. I guess since Darryl was able to beat Merle in singles action to qualify for contenders to further his singles career, Merle will have no problem with attacking Darryl to further his. And the countdown clock appears. I can't, folks, and it's 3, 2, 1. Lord and Xavier. Lord and Xavier in at number 16. Sliding in under that rope, and oh my god, look at that. Merle just dropping his brother Lord and Xavier, lifting Pantera Rojados up, knees to the face, and Vachon again with that choke bomb, turning his attention to Darryl now. Vachon with the choke bomb again, turning his attention to Blacklight. The countdown clock appears again. Pantera picking Darryl up. He's got him up for the Red Cross. Red Cross to Darryl. And now in at number 17, just happy to be on the pay-per-view, folks. Patty Fields, after a long shift at the Walk and Spring Roll Express Chinese restaurant where he works as a takeaway driver. Oh my god, Merle eliminates Lord and Xavier. Merle just eliminated Lord and Xavier, and now he's turned his attention to Xander Vachon, who gets the beat up and keeps himself in it. Merle just ate 2 knees. Blackout knee to Patty Fields. Electric chair drop to Merle Walker, and Blacklight drops. Darryl throat first across that top rope, and the countdown clock says it's time for a new entrant. And in at number 18, folks, it's beautiful. Bruno Bravo. We are whipping through the entrance here, folks. This thing will be over before we know it. Merle taking down Xander Vachon. Patty whipping Pantera into the corner. Darryl struggling with Blacklight in the other corner. And Patty now trying to get the elimination. Pantera Rojados. This will be the biggest match of his career if Patty Fields can win this thing, folks. We know he's fought with Major Attraction and non-title match, and he's just eliminated. Pantera Rojados has just been eliminated by Patty Fields. Oh my god, he's going to feel the wrath of Los Bestias Locas for that one, I am sure. Countdown clock, and folks, in at number 19, it's St. James Park. Yup, all the way from Newcastle, up on time, England. He is YouTube's favorite wrestler, the leader of the Toon Army. Big scoop slam here. St. James springing boarding off those ropes, taking the fight to beautiful Bruno Bravo. Some chops in a drop kick, taking beautiful Bruno Bravo down. Darryl on the outside, but he has not been eliminated. Xander Vachon with a big right hand here to St. James Park. Scoops him up, and a fall-away slam. Merle just T-boned beautiful Bruno Bravo over the top rope and outside to the floor, and somehow Patty Fields manages to stay in this one, and a big back body drop to Blacklight. And the countdown clock says it's time for a new entrant, and folks, up to number 20, we are down to the final hurdles here. 2/3 of the entrants have been in, and introducing at number 20, this is former number 1 contender Martial Arts, and Merle with another T-bone throw, this time another elimination to his name. Merle is just tossing people out left, right, and center. Darryl dropping Patty face first. Martial Arts dropping St. James Park face first and turned it into an arm bar, torquing away at that arm. Blacklight. Again, these vicious knees to the back of the head, this time to Darryl. Martial Arts now taking the fight to Merle Walker, takes him down, and springboard forearm from Blacklight. That blackout forearm taking St. James Park down, but he's back up. Patty now with the shoulder taking... Oh my god, the action is too fast-paced here, folks. St. James Park taking the fight to Darryl Walker, and we're down for another entrant in here. He's number 21, and folks, did you feel the electricity in the air? because Ultimo Thunder is in at number 21, the former holder of the Future Shop briefcase after beating Dragon Noir in the ladder match for it, hoping to claim it back. And look at this, Paddy Fields with the second elimination. He's just eliminated Blacklight. That's 2 for Paddy Fields, Patero Roja Dos, and Blacklight. These are not competitors to be messed with, and Paddy Fields has 2 eliminations to his name. He is matching Merle for this one. Carlos Reyes with the record of 3. But Paddy with 2. And in at number 22, folks, of course, it would be Dragon Noir, perennial enemy here of Ultimo Thunder. Dragon Noir, with his eyes set on Ultimo Thunder, no doubt in my mind, after Ultimo cost him that singles match at the Violent Night, cost him his title opportunity. Ultimo forced his way into that matchup with the Future Shop briefcase, and then Thunder took the pinfall. Dragon was not pinned, but did not win the title. He's furious about that. Would Dragon not love to win the briefcase and cash it in himself on to Major Attraction? That would be poetic, wouldn't it? Merle with the high knee taking Paddy Fields down. Daryl whipping St. James into the corner, and a big backbreaker here for Dragon Noir to Ultimo Thunder. Martial arts now, and Dragon whipping each other back. 3, 2, 1. Folks, another entrant in at 23. It's representing the Grim Reapers. We have Jackson, Gage, Harris, the VP of the Grim Reapers, and he whips St. James into the corner. Ultimo Thunder just eliminated Daryl Walker, and then turned his attention to Merle Walker on the outside. Daryl, thank you for coming. You've had a great showing, but you have been eliminated. Please go to the back. Tonight is not your night. Paddy Fields has been in this one for quite a while, folks. Paddy now scooping Dragon up, whipping him over. The Tombstone Sand Driver from St. James Park to Martial Arts. He just connected with the Tombstone Sand Driver. And oh my god, folks, another elimination for Paddy Fields with his 3rd elimination. Paddy just eliminated Jackson, Gage, Harris. This guy is making enemies. He's got the record now. Another Tombstone Sand Driver to Dragon Noir. Paddy Fields matching Carlos Reyes with the record, but he might have just sparked a war with Bestias Locas. And with the Grim Reapers, it might be a tough time to be. Oh my god, folks! Oh my god! I can't believe he's after signing here. It looks as though he's here. It's the original Moonbeam. This is the father of Moonbeam Jr. Moonbeam Originales. The original Moonbeam is here at Championship Wrestling Series. And he goes after his longtime enemy, Martial Arts. These guys used to fight all the time in Japan. Moonbeam Jr. squaring up with Dragon Noir, whips him over the top, and a big right hand, looking to eliminate the Dragon. Meanwhile, Merle going for his 3rd elimination. And while all this is going on, Travis the Savage Sanchez is making his way to the ring. He is the partner of Martial Arts, his protege, one half of the Savage Hearts tag team. Knee to the back, Travis taking the fight to Moonbeam Originales. And now squaring off with Thunder. Travis whips Thunder over the top rope. Thunder manages to stay in it with a knee to the face. Paddy going for his 4th elimination of the night, trying to get the record. Big time spine buster from Moonbeam Originales. The Originales spine buster. We've seen it right there. Dragon now, knocks down Moonbeam and Paddy with that effort. Major offense here. St. James Park manages to stay in the matchup. Daryl with the Alabama Slam to Ultimo Thunder. This thing is chaos again, folks. St. James Park with that DDT, taking Merle down. Dragon Noir, Snake Eyes to Martial Arts. Look at this offense here from Newcastle's own St. James Park. Now neckbreaker. He's taking every man down, but he's got whipped into the corner here by Travis the Savage Sanchez. Spear to the corner. Original Moonbeam dropping Ultimo Thunder. Oh, folks, this is like a nostalgia bank for me as the original Moonbeam is here. We haven't seen him wrestle in years. I thought he was retired. Has he come out of retirement for one night only? What if he wins and gets the briefcase? What will that mean for the future here at CWS? Oh, everything is so action-packed and exciting. Original Moonbeam with a big collision there. A massive impact, if you will. Looks like he might be trying to lay the smack down on some fools. And Tombstone Sam driver to Marshall Harts. Tombstone Sam driver to Marshall Harts. And now St. James Park gets a DDT from Merle. Paddy Fields still eyeing up that fourth elimination. He's hoping to break the record set by Carlos Reyes. The two boys are sharing it at the moment, but if Paddy can get one more elimination, that would put him at the record. No, suplex here for Dragon Noir. Suplexes and Moonbeam Jr. No, Moonbeam Originales. My apologies. Just eliminated Travis the Savage Sanchez, the protege of his longtime nemesis Marshall Harts. You'd no doubt Marshall's going to have some choice words for Moonbeam for that one. Merle just took Dragon inside out. Ultimo whistles wildly with the clothesline. And an Alabama slam again, but this time into the turnbuckle. And look at that, Marshall Harts with a T-bone suplex throw to original Moonbeam over the top rope as a receipt for what he did, eliminating Travis the Savage Sanchez. Cosmic Alliance and the Savage Harts are not going to be friends after this one, let me assure you. Might be awkward backstage between original Moonbeam and Moonbeam Jr. now, but we will find out, no doubt, in my mind, upcoming episodes of Tombstone TV. Folks, stick with us to find out what happens at the Cosmic Alliance. New one in, and folks, in at number 26, this is Lobo Azul representing Los Bestias Locas. Great number to have very late in this thing. Lobo Azul in, taking the fight to Ultimo Thunder. Some gut punches. No doubt in my mind that Lobo is going to be looking for Paddy Fields to get some revenge for his partner Pantera Roja Dos. Countdown clock says it's time for a new entrant, folks. We've got 3, and look at that, Loco just eliminated Marshall Harts. And in at number 27, folks, it's Prince Toro, former winner of a contenders match, former number 1 contender here at CWS. Prince Toro, and Paddy Fields has done it. He's just got his 4th elimination. He's just eliminated Newcastle's own St. James Park. Yup, but it's more like St. James Park. Nope. Today, Paddy Fields with a record for most eliminations in a Stadium Royale match, and folks, I am kind of surprised to be saying that myself. Loco just whips Dragon over the top, but Dragon stays in. Loco skipping up Merle. No, Merle manages to flip out of that one. Big back body drop there and an arm drag to Paddy. And a right hand Ultimo Thunder took Paddy down. I can't believe Paddy has had 4 eliminations. That's huge. Taking some time to rest up in that corner. Loco taking down Ultimo Thunder with some knees. Turns his attention to Dragon Noir, and in at number 28, folks. We're in the home stretch here. There's only 3 men left, and this one is Killian Curse. This guy is a dark horse here at Championship Wrestling Series. He came in and has had some wicked matches, but he has not had the most successful run. Surprise, we know what he can do in the indies. We know he can bring that here. It just hasn't fallen into place for him. And folks, we're lining this up for number 29. And look at that, Loco Azul just eliminated Merle Walker. Loco Azul and Ultimo Thunder just eliminated Paddy Fields. At number 29, folks, it's Cara Del Diablo. Cara Del Diablo in at number 29. And who is going to be number 30? Folks, we got Prince Toro, Cara Del Diablo, Ultimo Thunder, Loco Azul, Dragon Noir, Killian Curse. We could be looking at the future shot briefcase holder right here, folks. Or will it be number 30? Who might that be? Look at the strength of Killian Curse as he drops Cara Del Diablo with a big stall suplex. And then gets taken out with a neck breaker. Dragon still fighting with Ultimo Thunder. This is a war that might never end, folks. The back and forth between these guys has been going on for weeks. And the countdown clock says it's time for number 30. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is going to be number 30? And folks, of course, it's Wrench. And look at that. Dragon just eliminated Ultimo Thunder. Ultimo Thunder has just been eliminated as number 30. Wrench M is in the matchup at number 30. And folks, the winner is here. One of these men is going to win the future shop briefcase, and all they have to do is outwit, outlast, and survive the other men in the ring with them right now, and a shot at the World's Championship, a time of place of their choosing, is what's at stake. Wrench, the leader of the Grim Reapers, the president of the biker gang, the Grim Reapers, biggest man in the match. And look at that, Loco Lobo Azul just eliminated Dragon Noir. There's no briefcase for you, Dragon. One of these 5 men. And Wrench clobbering Prince Toro. We all remember it was Toro who eliminated Wrench from Contenders 3, and Wrench has truly never forgiven Toro for that. Every opportunity he unleashes a fire and a fury on him. Cara del Diablo, look at this, with this innovation, managing to whip a quick DDT on Killian Curse. Loco Lobo Azul taking Diablo down. And now we've got Toro and Killian Curse at it again, folks. We saw them at the Violent Night in a mixed tag match. We had Prince Toro and El Dorado teaming up against the Cursed Ones, Wanda Curse and her brother Killian Curse. And in the Contenders match, they laid hands on each other as well. And now here they are again, laying hands on the Stadium Royale. Wrench nearly forgot the rules there. He went for a cover on Del Diablo. And look, Killian been tossed over the ropes, but he's still in it. Back, 2 knees to the back here to Del Diablo. Biggest man in the match down. Loco Lobo Azul takes down Wrench, the shoulder tackle, but eats a DDT and gets busted open here by Killian Curse. Loco Lobo Azul dragging Diablo over. Wrench with a big boot into the corner to Prince Toro. Neckbreaker takes Toro down. Loco Lobo Azul now trying to eliminate Killian Curse on his own against the ropes. Can Killian hold on? Can Killian hold on? He's still in this match. He hasn't hit the ground yet. Killian manages to fight out of that one, and Loco Lobo Azul just turned right around into that heel kick from Cara del Diablo. And Killian Curse now trying to eliminate Prince Toro on the apron. One of these 5 men will win the matchup, folks. Who's it gonna be? As I take a sip from my black coffee, Loco Lobo Azul runs over now. He's too late to eliminate Prince Toro. Turns his attention back to Killian Curse, whips him off that rope. Shoulder tackle, neither man goes down. Whip into the corner now, it's Loco. Oh, taking a breather in the corner. Loco and Wrench just kind of kicked up out of the corners in unison, folks. That was kind of intimidating. Stomp onto the arm, and Wrench with a big high knee, taking Loco Lobo Azul down. Prince Toro, look at the strength of this man to just drop Diablo from that height. And Wrench turns his attention back to Prince Toro. Wrench now trying to eliminate Toro, who's fighting back with some elbow shots to the midsection. Killian drags Diablo over to the ropes. Killian with the clothesline, and Cara del Diablo has been eliminated. Folks, this is your final 4 of the Stadium Royale match. Loco Lobo Azul with the clothesline taking Killian Curse down. Loco turns his attention to Wrench. Brave choice. He's got to be going for this, surely. And he's got him up. He's got him up in the suplex position, and he's driven Wrench into the mat, folks. Loco Lobo Azul establishing his dominance on the biggest man in the matchup. And look at that. The disrespect of that flat back body bump. And now a knee across the back of Killian Curse from Prince Toro. Toro with the gut kick and measures him. Running knee to Killian Curse. He just hit him with that kick, that knee to the face. And look at that kick to the face by Loco Lobo Azul, taking Wrench off his feet. Dragging Wrench over to the ropes. Killian rests on the ropes, and Loco Lobo Azul just eliminated. Oh my God, Loco just eliminated Wrench, and Prince Toro eliminated Killian Curse. Folks, it's down to the final 2. We've got Prince Toro, former #1 contender, and Loco Lobo Azul as your last 2 in this one. Loco takes Prince Toro over to the ropes. Loco Lobo Azul, he scooped him up. Toro holding on for dear life. Loco trying to eliminate him, and he does. Folks, your winner and the future shot briefcase holder, This is Loco Lobo Azul, and folks, this means that the crazy blue wolf himself gets a title opportunity at any time or place of his choosing against the world's heavyweight champion. Major Attraction's got to have eyes in the back of his head, because that could happen at any time. Folks, thank you for joining us here at Stadium Royale 2024. I am Bullet Bun Awesome, and I want to thank you for joining us. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and ring the bell, get the notifications, subscribe, share to your friends, like the videos, comment below, share with your enemies, post us everywhere. Any sharing will help the channel. Thank you very much. If you watch any videos, I want to thank you at all. If you return to the channel, I want to thank you even more so for that. That means a lot. Thank you for joining us, and please come back next Tuesday for Tombstone TV episode 25. We've had 6 pay-per-views, folks, and we've had 24 episodes of Tombstone TV. That is 30 shows in a short space of time. If you're watching and enjoying the content, thank you very, very much. Please join us next Tuesday for Tombstone TV episode 25. We're on the road to Fight at the Opera 2. Let's see what that journey looks like together. I've been Bullet and Awesome. You've been Class. Thanks for joining us here at Championship Wrestling Series, where wrestling is all fun and games. Good night.